Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So I'm back up the property and doing some work. I actually arrived yesterday, and I've been mowing, and my plan is to put some trim on the outhouse that I built. I have a video of the outhouse build, and since then I have actually added a outdoor shower onto it, which I'll give you a tour later. I haven't posted a video in a while because I've been sick, and I got this gnarly chest cold, and I'm still getting over it, but I feel good enough to work. And I was at a seminar, and I wasn't able to film anything, so that's why I haven't posted a video. So, but I'm back. So. All right, so like I said earlier, I want to give you a tour of the shower that I added to the outhouse that I built. If you haven't seen the video that I made about building this outhouse, I'll leave a link in the description. So the shower is not 100% complete. I still want to get one of those little hot water on demand propane shower heads that, I think the ones that come with a faucet too. Right now, what I've been using is a solar shower bag, which actually works pretty good. But I also tried a hand pump valve thing and plumbed in a shower head to it. And that I didn't have much luck with that. I actually saw that on a video. Bush Radical, Dave Whipple, he actually has a video. He made a bathroom, and that's where I got the idea for that, but I haven't had much luck with it. But anyway, enough talking. Here's the shower, and like I said, I'm going to be trimming out, putting finish trim on this today. So here we go. So I just put this cedar fencing on here. Trying to keep the cost down. I'll get back so you can see it. And you got your little privacy. And I extended the overhead, put the clear plastic stuff on, and just kind of came off with the deck. So I haven't made a handle for this yet either, so I've just been keeping it closed. So I just put a shelf up here to put the clothes, and then I just hung some nails to put the towel and all that kind of stuff. So I'll make some, some cool looking hangers for towels and clothes and stuff. But in the meantime, it works pretty good. So, and then over here, this is that pump, little pressure pump thing, sprayer. Like I said, I didn't have much luck with it, and I just plumbed a valve and then a shower head. But so I just went back to using the solar shower. And another thing too is that I found that the shower pans are super expensive, and I was looking for a used one, but I couldn't find one, so I just used this this waterproofing board. I'm not even sure, I don't remember what it's called. And I just, plumbed it in, and I cut some angled pieces of wood to kind of slope it. I have yet to put a backsplash on the wall, which I'm going to. So, but yeah, so it works great, and I don't know, I'm happy with it. It's kind of cool to be able to take a shower and enjoy nature at the same time. So coming over here, I have a little rain catchment that I installed, and that works pretty good. We get a lot of rain around here, so it's nothing fancy, but it it works. It's nice. So that looks straight right there. Okay. All right, perfect. So I'm going to put a lock on here. Not that I distrust people, but when we're gone, I don't know, I just don't want strangers using my bathroom. Which probably wouldn't happen, but you never know. Right there. All right. 2 more. That's all you have to watch. All right. Bam. How's your retention? Am I keeping you happy and engaged? I hope so. That's what I'm striving for. All right, so my anchors that I ordered to anchor down the 4 corners of my carport have arrived, and I want to show you them, and I'm going to go ahead and install one of them, and then you can see how it is installed, and maybe it can be helpful to you if you choose to put up a carport like this. Anyway, so here it is. So I think these are the 18-inch ones. I can't remember which one I ordered. There's 3 different lengths. I think the longest is 3 feet. I think these are 18. The first one's like 12, 18, and then 24. And it basically has a hex head right here, and they give you a hex head to put into your drill. And then this is going to screw into, this right here is going to screw into that once you get that into the ground, and you bolt that down, and then you put this oh, what is it? It's like a muffler. I can't remember what it's called, but anyway, it's a yeah, it's a cool clamp. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and install one, and we'll see how easy it is to install this. Oh, and here's some bolts too, some lag bolts that come if you wanted to actually screw it into a like a beam or something. All right, so here we go. And while I'm doing this, if you hear some gunshots in the back, that's my neighbors down the road. They have a gun range and they're practicing shooting their guns. That's the fun part about living in the country. So here, it's supposed to just come right down here. Uh-oh. Huh. Well, that's not working very well. Huh. Maybe I'm hitting a rock. All right, so I'm gonna try my Torx and see if this helps, and I'm gonna try it on a different corner. I'm thinking that there's a big rock down there, but here we go. Oh my goodness. I think that's the ticket. Make sure that you use a torque. So I want to clarify something. As far as putting those anchors in the ground, I would use something bigger than, you know, a 3/8 drive or whatever this is. I think it's 3/8. But the reason why I didn't use anything bigger is because my 1/2-inch drive drill is actually at home, and that's 3 hours and 25 minutes away. So sometimes you have to do what you have to do. This one got pretty hot, and but it got the job done, and I would highly suggest it Torx. So now I just got to put the brackets on and tighten them down, and this carport is anchored down. Okay, so I had to put this pretty much flush, and then you just bolt this down, and then you can tighten this up. I think you can see that. I hope so. I got my hand. All right, cool. I'm trying to get better at making these videos, and sometimes I'm not so sure if I am, but I just keep trying. So, all right. So, sorry. It's all me. All right. So, and then you're just going to tighten this down. So, pretty self-explanatory. I'll just tighten this bad boy down, and it should be good to go. I also left my set of sockets at home. All right, good morning everyone. I wanted to give you a quick tour of a new trail that I made, but also I kind of wanted to go over everything that I did this weekend. Even though the funny thing is that when I initially came here, I was actually going to start building a tool shed, but that didn't happen. So, you know, with other priorities like the trees and cutting the grass and all that stuff. So anyway, here's the stuff. So the carport, I went ahead and I got these these anchors, and I have to actually replace a couple of these because the threads were all screwed up, but that's okay. But I got those in, and here I'll show you. And so they're pretty good, anchored in there pretty good. And then I just, you know, did some basic mowing and stuff, and keeping the Himalayan blackberries at bay. So I got the trim done, and so that turned out pretty good. I still need to either paint it or put some kind of like I don't know, exterior sealer on there. That's probably what I'll do. And again, this is going to have an overhang over here, and it's going to have a sink area, and that's what this pipe is for. It's a drain. So one thing that I wanted to show you is that I wanted to show you this trail that I got. And so if you're looking coming down here, so one thing I wanted to show you is this trail that I made. And before this trail was made, I had to walk along the road and then get on an old road over on that area of the property. So one thing I wanted to show you is a trail that I cut through the middle of the property. Before, you couldn't, it was too thick of brush and blackberries and stuff, and you couldn't get through there, so I made a trail. And it just to cut down on you know, the distance, because before you'd have to get out on the driveway and then walk up the road and then catch the other road to get down to this landing. With this, obviously you can just kind of cut through. But anyway, I'll show you this. Oh, I guess I should show you these trees again. So next time I come up, I'll move these and cut them up. But I'm gonna have some help with me. My wife will come up next time. So anyway, this is the trail. So I'll walk you on it. It's pretty cool. So I might widen it a little bit. I don't know if it's necessary, but it's it was quite a bit. It took me a little while, about half a day, to cut this in. I used a high-end, I don't know, a huge. I ended up using a really heavy-duty weed eater, and then a chainsaw to, because there's a lot of like old trees and stuff. But anyway, it's pretty nice. Almost like a little meditative walk. So, but yeah, coming up here is a lot of work, but I think it's good. You know, I don't mind it. It kind of keeps me, it helps keep me in shape. You know, I don't need to bring my kettlebells or seem to need to do any running when I'm up here. I get plenty of exercise. So this is kind of a rough area right here where I need to kind of, I don't know, do something with, but that'll come with time. But anyway, now we're coming up on this landing, and this is that landing where I'm going to build the shed. And I mowed all this yesterday. So yeah, and you know, in the, this is where I had my camper parked. But yeah, so kind of cool, very cool. Anyway, I hope you found this video exciting or enjoyable. But anyway, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next video. All right, peace. Bye.